Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Royal Farms Arena for tonight's NASL matchup between the visiting Harrisburg team and your Baltimore Blast. At this time, let's meet the visiting Harrisburg Heat. Goalkeeper number 1, Timothy Nell. Defender number 2, Bradley Kirkstetter. Starting forward this evening, number 4, Kenny Fultz. Midfielder number 5, David Cash. Defender number 6, Ryan Morris. Starting forward this evening, number 7, Val Teixeira. Midfielder number 8, Tyler Whitaker. Starting on defense, number 10, Casey Lanker. Defender number 12, Connor Malone. Starting it forward, number 13, Lucio Kazaga. Defender number 34, Gomer Stiglman. Defender number 16, Marcos Chantel. Starting it in field, number 88, Patrick Thompson. Forward, number 89, Ryan Davis. And starting goal this evening for the visiting Harrisburg team, number 99, Scott Rote. The head coach of the visiting Harrisburg team, Tariq Walker. We'd like to ask everyone on the field to please take a step back and take a seat for our opening introductions. Thank you.
Are you ready?
defender, number 13, Jeremy Healy. Starting on defense, number 14, Anawa Omase. Defender, number 19, Uzi Tayo. Midfielder, number 22, Juan Pereira. Midfielder, welcome back to the last lineup, number 23, Jonathan Mello. Forward, number 27, Jin Ho Gill. Forward, number 28, Vinny Tantas. Midfielder, number 80, Kenton Cantabiano. And now the coaches under Baltimore Blast, assistant coach David Basco. And the head coach of your 2015 Baltimore Blast, David Kelly. Here they are, Blast fans, our 2015-2016 Baltimore Blast. Ladies and gentlemen, this time we ask you to please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Are 47-10. Do the math on that for a minute. 2-0 against Harrisburg, including a shutout last year, and you beat them 9-2 up in Harrisburg earlier this year. Keys tonight.
I'll dictate the rhythm. Obviously, Blast love to possess the ball, and when the other team doesn't have it, they can't score. That it contributes to the defense. But again, as Danny Kelly preaches, and we talked about that three-headed monster of Dantas Roque and Hoxie up front, well, guess what? A lot of times those guys are in their end playing defense as well and making things happen to translate into the offensive side of the ball. And as always, the Blast, free kicks and power plays. Restarts, you can dominate a soccer game for 25 minutes, but you give up a restart, and all of a sudden you give up a goal, and it changes everything. So sharp when you get the opportunities, and sharp defensively when something goes wrong and you have to defend one of those restarts.
And Blast had a couple of restart goals in the last home game against San Diego, the game they beat the Soccer 7-4 in front of about 8,900 here at the arena. Starters for the Heat tonight, forwards Kenny Foltz, number 4, Val Teixeira, number 7, who's a fairly familiar name here in Baltimore. Also, Lucio Gonzaga, very familiar name here in Baltimore, will start tonight for Harrisburg. In the midfield, it'll be Casey Linker and Patrick Thompson in the back. And Scott Crotty will be in goal tonight, number 99. We've seen him a couple of times. He's actually not a bad goalkeeper. However, he faces a lot of shots, and that speaks to the defense in front of Scott Crotty.
Oh, sure, and without Williams, it's going to be even more of a challenge tonight as well for Harrisburg. So they got the work cut out for him. We'll see what happens with Val Teixeira if Coach Streak Walker decides to move him into the back and let him play defense, or if he's up front for Harrisburg. He does both for the Heat, so we'll watch that tonight. And again, we'll watch if Harrisburg can create some chances. We talked about it. They played well. It was a 3-2 game against the Blast last time up there before the Blast pulled away 9-2, and then when they played San Diego at their own place, they were actually leading in the second half. So, again, the warning from Coach Kelly to his team, don't take this team lightly. Go out, play 100% from the start, and keep your head in the game.
Danny Kelly, head coach of the Blast. David Bascom, his assistant. This is their 10th full season now at the helm of the Blast. Remember, Danny took over for Timmy Whitman late in the 05-06 year. A career mark for this duo of 156 and 62 regular season. It's a 716 winning percentage. And we've talked about this. The defense first, 5 guys behind the ball philosophy that he's brought to Baltimore has made the Blast even harder to play. And
everybody buys in. It certainly has been a big changeover in the roster over those 10 years. You have a obvious core, but the names have changed and the system has become the same. You get back. When you lose the ball, you fight to get it back, and if you can't, you get back behind the ball, and you make it as tough as possible for the other team to score. Offense, you worry about later.
Since the start of 2010, the Blast are 95 and 21. That's an 819 win percentage. Since the start of 12, they're 62 and 10, a win percentage of 861. Blast in the home red, Heat in the road purple. Crotty in goal for Harrisburg. William Van Zella in the nets for Baltimore, and we are about ready to get this one underway. The Heat have it first from left to right. Crotty will deliver from the yellow line, and we are underway. And immediately pressure from Baltimore.
Well, Crotty made a poor pass on the outlet, and that created the turnover, and that created problems right away.
Look at this passing here. Donatelli now lines it up, and Crotty with a shot on a save on a well-meant shot.
Nice job right off the bat. The Blast make 3 crisp passes that create a great offensive look, and Crotty, after the turnover, has to make a big save.
So Harrisburg not able to get past their own yellow line with their first possession. Levy on a rebound, and that one is blocked out in front by Lenker. Ball rolls to midfield. Healy will send it back for Baltimore. Stepping inside and taking it away is Teixeira. Now back here is Roque. Tried to slip one through the defense, but Lucio there for the Heat. And here comes Harrisburg past midfield for the first time. And Healy will pick up the foul on Lucio.
Didn't hear a whistle because it's so loud in here, but yeah, Lucio goes down. They call the foul on the Blast on Pat Healy, so it'll be a free kick for Harrisburg. First chance in the Blast end of the field.
Lucio, a member of 2 championship Blast teams, one of the great Blast midfielders / forwards. Neto, also a member of the Heat. I don't think he's played yet this year, actually, so I'm not sure what his status is, but he is not on the field and not in the lineup here tonight for Harrisburg. Again, the Heat and the Blast, even when they were the Spirit back in the day, this was a heated rivalry back in the 90s in the old NPSL. Blast lead at all-time 43 wins to 32 for the Heat, but there was a time, first 3 years, where the Blast, then the Spirit, could not beat the Heat, especially in Harrisburg. They were 3-15 against the Heat in their first 6 seasons in Harrisburg.
As well as the Blast have played and as dominant as they've been, the Heat still hold the advantage on the road. And Harrisburg, I believe it's 17-23 for the Blast on the road against the Heat.
Blast trying to even things out over the last couple of years. Blast beat them 4 in a row last year, and they beat them this year. So far 5 in a row now since the MASL has come into play. Blast now making changes. Jinho Kim in the lineup for the Blast. Vinny Dantas at the target position now for Baltimore.
Jonathan Mello, his first action of the season for the Blast.
Missed the first 6 games. We probably won't see Juwan Pereira tonight. Pereira had a 3-goal game against Harrisburg last year. Dantas had 7 goals in 2 games against the Heat last year. See how that plays out?
Vinny got the Blast going in that game against Harrisburg, that 9-2 win.
And here's Karu Forbus with a drive, and again, Crotty equal to the task for the Heat.
Now, kind of the sea parted there for Forbes. He came down the lane, and he shot it right at.
When you need fast results, trust the team of experts at Advanced Radiology. Visit AdvancedRadiology.com for a location near you.
Now it's kicked back in. Harrisburg inside the Blast yellow line. Lucio in the midfield, picked up by Donatelli. Lucio with the left. He takes a drive, and that one is blocked by Forbes. Rebound comes out to Adriano Dos Santos, held in by Lucio.
Good
foot
touch
on it there, Dantas.
Yeah, good touch by Vinny to win that ball. That was a 50-50 ball right there. Vinny got a quick foot in to knock it away and let the Blast maintain possession.
Dantas checks out, and Andrew Hoxie, acquired from Rochester in the offseason, checks in. Hoxie was 7 goals in 6 games for the Blast, 64 in 70 career games in his indoor career. Ball played out to midfield, won by the Blast. Here come the Blast now. This is Hoxie on the near side, got a man in front of him. Blast go now, Gaetan Caltabiano making his first appearance and making it early for the Blast in this game.
Gaetan missed last game. He was sick, had the stomach virus that was going around. But he's back and he's healthy again.
Here's Mello feeding Caltabiano. Bounces one off the left of the boards. It's out in front and broken up out in front by the Heat. This time by Marco Chantel, a former Blast player.
Late read by Mello that time. He was late getting to the box. It was just sitting there. Chantel was just a beat quicker to be able to knock that one away.
Manzella now to midfield. He sauntered past midfield against San Diego and made an unbelievable pass right onto the head of Juwan Pereira for a goal. And let's see, he's got 2 assists this year, by the way, does William.
Goes to midfield and passes the ball nonchalantly across the field right behind him.
You'll never see a finer pass. I mean, he could play midfield today. 10:30 left in the first period here, no score. Blocked by Healy over the boards. It'll be a corner for the Heat with 10:26 left in the first period.
Well, here's a good chance for Harrisburg. Corner here.
This is to the left of the keeper. Blast line up 2 in front of the goal along the box. And they read that well. Blocked out in front by Donatelli. Shot taken by Teixeira. Blast trying to win a ball in midfield. Hoxie got those long legs, able to maintain possession here for the Blast. So Blast limit the Heat to 1 shot on the restart. Pass intended for Donatelli, broken up by Teixeira in the midfield. Good move as he gets past Kim.
Oh, Basti, a good defensive stand there as he strips the ball away from Stiglman.
Boomer Stiglman, one of the great names in the league. Number 34 for the Heat, 9:45 now left in the first. No score here, Blast and Harrisburg. City separated by about, maybe 80 miles, up 83, hour and a half. Here's Dos Santos now for the Blast. And that was Mello on the receiving end, making his first appearance in a game this year. Mello missed the first 6. Dos Santos really come on for the Blast now. Big part of their offense. 5 goals, 3 assists, 8 points in 6 games. He was named to the All-League team this year. Had a goal and an assist against Syracuse. And now taking a spill for the Blast is Forbes. And it'll be a free kick Baltimore, 9:07 to play in the first.
Foul on Kerstetter. Forbes, I'm sorry, Chantel. I don't think Chantel was really around the play. It should have been on Kerstetter, no question. Got that one wrong.
Mello will take it for Baltimore. Brian Davis is checked in, number 89 for Harrisburg. See, Melo's got some options here. Melo, they go up top, set a screen. Ooh, almost in. Rebound. That one by Kim, broken up out in front by the defense. Well-designed restart by Baltimore.
That was a good shot by Forbes, as it was well meant. Croce got a hand on it, and then it was just a little too far for the tap-in.
2-on-1 up ahead, and coming back for the defense there was number 2 for Harrisburg, Kerstetter.
Yeah, but Roque with the redirection. Again, Croce right there to make the play with his feet.
Off the boards in the box for Bess, and that one high off the glass, ball still in play. Davis out hustling Roque, and now Forbes for the ball, but the Blast maintained possession in midfield.
Referee says play on. Blast win the possession.
Donatelli now leaves it for Healy with the left off the boards. Return to Donatelli, broken up by Kerstetter. And now Dantas trying to hold it in for Baltimore. He does at the yellow line. He's got Davis with him. They double team him, and so he sends it back to midfield, and Caltabiano will send it back to the keeper.
Good job. Good job by Dantas to move the ball quickly against the double team and keep possession.
DeSantos back on the floor for Baltimore now, being hounded by Lucio. Lucio takes it away. Now Harrisburg, looks like Obasi there, going to defend that. Blast get it back with Obasi and DeSantos. And back to the keeper, so Blast now looking for possession with 7:40 left in the first, no score.
Just when you think Harrisburg's going to win the possession, you know, Lucio's been doing a good job in the midfield of winning balls, but just when you think Harrisburg's going to win the possession, the Blast do something to get it back and keep Harrisburg on their heels.
Here's some pressure now from the Heat. Lucio all the way back to the goal line just about. DeSantos now will look forward, finally finding a man. It's Levy. He's got a step on a man towards the yellow line. Now Levy, it's 3-on-2 and broken up inside. As coming back on the defense was Fultz.
Now, it's a dangerous situation when you pressure the Blast, because you can win the ball, but if you don't and they beat it, then it's a odd man situation, and Blast almost makes Harrisburg pay.
In the midfield, now taken away by DeSantos. Here's Levy at the yellow line going against Chantel. Remember, Chantel and Michelle Millwood came up together in the 04-05 season, I believe.
Finally, Harrisburg can get off the field. Long shift for their guys.
Now in the hands of William. Hey, Blast fans, attention small businesses. Netacom is an alternative phone and internet provider specializing in small businesses just like yours. Netacom provides phone lines, phone systems, internet access, and everyday computer and help desk support. Check us out online at netacom.com. Donatelli tracks back, going to break up that possession by the Heat. Blast fans, also Advanced Radiology is proud to be the official medical imaging provider of the Blast. When you need fast, accurate results, trust the team of experts at Advanced Radiology. Visit advancedradiology.com for a location near you. Back to the action here with 5:50 left in the first. Fast-paced first period. Not a lot of whistles. Here's Hoxie. Couldn't control with the left on a good run down the corner.
Well, Hoxie got to share on his hip and then let the ball come around and got a great scoring opportunity. There's another big save off of Donatelli. Croce is keeping the Berg in this one.
It's 3 big saves for the goalkeeper here tonight. But again, we talked about it, faces a lot of shots.
Lots of damage specials on your body, including happy hour, one special, and much more. Buffalo Wild Wings.
Top of the box.
Restart here. Good opportunity here for the Blast, top of the box.
Forbes went down hard for Baltimore. Mark Bailey will put it down. Blast with a good chance.
They got to move the wall here. I mean, it's not even close. Well, there's a line there for a reason.
Yeah.
No, you move them to the line. That's what the line is for.
That's right. And there they go. Healy, let's see if they take a timeout here with 5:21 left. Oh, they're going to run it. And again, Croce covers up the near post. Rebound, Donatelli, that one blocked. Donatelli will run it down with about 5 minutes now to play in the first. Blast fans, need an apartment? Henderson Webb is your hometown property management company with over 10,000 apartments in Baltimore, Anne Arundel, and Howard counties, as well as Baltimore City. Call 410-885-4100 or visit APT-RENT, that's aptrent.com. Ask about the Blast Rent Special Equal Housing Opportunity.
I'm seeing services what you can expect every time with Rosedale Roofing.
Also, Blast fans, make sure you stop by the fan club tables behind section 209 and 10 during halftime to renew your membership to the fan club or to pick up your membership packages. Buy your tickets for the Harrisburg Blast game on New Year's Eve at 5:05 p.m. for just $22 at the table. Also pick up holiday stocking stuffers, new player buttons, and discounted Blast merchandise. Crotty kicks it over the boards, and that'll be an illegal procedure. Top of the box and a timeout on the floor. We'll take it 2 with 4:21 left at the arena. No score, the Blast and the Heat. Gary Stein, Paul Mittermeier back with you at the Royal Farms Arena. Blast and Heat, no score.
Well, head coach Tariq Walker not happy, and I don't blame him. The top of the arc here off of the save by Crotty as he hit it into the crowd. But if you're a goalkeeper and you're making a save, how is that illegal procedure? I mean, it should just be a save, and it should be a restart over by the glass.
I would agree. Blast catch a break here. Let's see if they can take advantage of it. Dantas and Obasi in control with Healy inside the box. Oh! Vinny Dantas keeps his scoring streak alive, and the Blast lead at 1-0.
Much like the first game against Harrisburg, Vinny opens the account as he just blisters one into the back of the net off of the restart through the wall. And it's a 1-0 Blast lead.
For Dantas, goal number 10, game number 7, going back to last year. It's the 10th straight game that Vinny has scored.
Just a rocket that time. And just a misaligned wall. You just can't do that if you're Harrisburg. You got to close that up and at least make the Blast make a pass. Here you go. And actually it was to the side of the wall. And again, the wall just not aligned properly there. You know, coming off of a timeout, you got to do a better job if you're Crotty of setting things up. Look, the wall's in the middle of Crotty, and Dos Santos just steps away and he scores.
Blast fans, if you're looking to refinance or buy a mortgage, call Fremont Mortgage Funding. Your loan is handled here in Baltimore, not out of state. Don't make a 30-year mistake by choosing the wrong lender. Fremont Mortgage Funding is proud to back the Blast. That's why Fremont is on their uniform back. And when you're ready to buy or refinance your home, Fremont has your back. Call 800-955-8508 for a free analysis. Don't make a 30-year mistake by choosing the wrong lender. Blast now on a couple of mistakes by Harrisburg. That one blasted off the Harrisburg foot of Brian Davis, or Patrick Thompson, I should say. It'll be a kick-in Blast.
That time, Chantel got caught in the double team, and Dos Santos just overpowered him and took over.
Donatelli on it for the Blast. Back to Obasi. Buffalo Wild Wings now with 14 locations in Maryland. Visit them nearby in White Marsh, Owings Mills, or in Westminster. Lots of daily specials Monday through Friday, including happy hour, lunch specials, and much more. Find your nearest location at BuffaloWildWings.com. Stop out for their Monday night best seat in the house football promotion during the game to win great prizes and be eligible to win some grand prizes too. Nice ball up here for Roque, picked up by Chantel. Roque now faces the keeper. Toe poke, and that one just wide. And Wapu will retrieve it for Baltimore.
And Roque used Chantel as a screen. Crotty never saw that one, and it wouldn't have had a chance anyway as it was headed for the upper 90 and just missed.
Back to Roque now in the corner. Blast staying with the same 5. Obasi, Healy, Roque. Now Roque sits. Here comes Dantas. right through the wickets of Donatelli inside.
Tony wants that one back. That's just a redirect. If he redirects that, just touches it, it's a goal. And that's a great feed by Dantas.
2:35 left in the first. Chantel will now lose it. Too much pace off the boards. Here's Dantas now. 2-on-3. Dantas again out in front. Donatelli gets in the way.
Well, that time Tony just needed to get out of the way, and maybe Vinny's got a goal. Harrisburg is just struggling to get out of their own end.
Obasi with an athletic play, finding Donatelli in the corner. There's Fultz for Harrisburg with Donatelli. And Tony doesn't let up. Blasts are going to get this ball back, perhaps. Well,
that's
let's
nice.
see.
That's a nice ball.
Yep.
Just get the ball out, and he found Teixeira on the other side.
And now Val taking on Healy. He's got a chance with the right, and he scores. Oh, I thought it was in.
Easy there, Gary.
Bounces off the back of the, maybe the post. Or
yeah, it was close. It was about 2 or 3 inches as he just blistered that one. And the Blast are fortunate they have held Harrisburg off the scoreboard.
1:47 left now. Here's Caltabiano with some wheels. Up ahead, midfielder. Actually, that was Mello. Now here's a rebound for Kim, and that one is blocked by Crotty, and now the Blast want a handball in the box.
Clearly a handball that
Lenker for Harrisburg gets away with it, and now a foul called on Mello on the way back.
I don't know if we'll see another replay of this, if they can cue it up or rack it up, but that was clearly, there's no question that was a handball, and referee just missed that one.
Teixeira now for Harrisburg with 90 seconds left in the first. For over 50 years, Rosedale Roofing has proudly served the Baltimore region, making a big impact in our community. Here we go.
Here you go. Here's the shot. Watch the hand right there, clearly off the hand.
Honesty and service is what you can expect every time with Rosedale Roofing. Visit us online at rosedaleroofing.com today. And the official uniform provider of the Blast and your source for the latest in team gear and apparel is Top Tier. Visit us at www.toptiergear.com to learn how TTG can provide your team their own custom look, just like we did for the Blast. Less than a minute now to go in the first, and the Blast lead at 1-0. On a restart goal, top of the box from Vinny Dantas, his 10th of the season. Vinny came in tied for 12th in the league in goals. DeSantos for the Blast. Caltabiano now with Thompson.
Again, Blast not in a hurry.
Hoxie, a little too high for him, and Crotty comes down with it for the Heat. Here's Stiglman. Blocked out in front by DeSantos. Big collision there, ball and foot off of Hoxie. And that is the end of the first period. Credit the Heat and their goalkeeper, especially Scott Crotty, for keeping them in this game at 1-0.
Yep, Crotty with some big saves. The Blast got some opportunities. Dantas scores off the restart, and it all adds up to a 1-0 Blast lead after 1.
Second quarter coming your way. Blast 1, Heat nothing. Back after this.
30.
Second quarter action here at the Royal Farms Arena. Blast lead at 1-0 over the Heat on a goal at the 10:41 mark by Vinny Dantas. And this brings up an issue for the Blast, or not an issue, but something that is true. Blast have now outscored their opponents 16-3 combined in first quarters. Blast have not trailed at all this year and have only been tied for about 24 minutes of 375.
Pretty amazing, Gary. 13-3 advantage shots on goal or shots in that first quarter. All Blast first 15 minutes.
Roque on the receiving end from Healy. Blast control here from left to right. Lucas working on Chantel, now denied in the corner, held in by Healy. Ball squirts out towards the keeper, and Crotty now will slow it down for the Heat.
Foul called.
Well, they got a foul,
the boards, yeah.
So it'll be Blast ball just inside the yellow line, just underway here in the second. There's a good look at it. Nice work there. Healy will be on it for the Blast. Send it in towards Roque.
Looked like Lucas got a foot on it. Tried to redirect it, but he ended up putting it in the crowd.
So it'll be Heat ball inside their own yellow line. Wow, 13-3 in shots. Last year when Williams shut out the Heat, he only faced 3 shots in the game. That was the 29-0 game. And
that's a pretty good job defensively, right?
Yeah, I would consider that pretty good.
I'm going to guess, though, with Lucio playing for Harrisburg, they're going to get a few more shots than that tonight.
Speaking of Lucio, Obasi commits it. Lucio goes down. Lucio's wife, by the way, good call by you earlier before the broadcast. Lucio's wife in the crowd tonight. And for those of you who followed the Blast, here's a chance now for Lucio. And that one wide. As William was off the line, it was Healy that was back there. To finish the story, for those of you who follow the Blast and know, Lucio was famous for a lot of things in Baltimore, but one of them was after he scored, he would go up into the crowd and the glass isn't there, and he would go up and kiss his wife. So the question becomes, if Lucio does score for the Heat tonight, what happens?
Oh, he's going in. I'm telling you, he's definitely going in.
We shall see. Chance now for the Heat off the boards. Good work there by Fultz. Nobody there, though, for the Heat. William follows the ball, and the Heat maintain possession in midfield.
A good win by Lenker there against Kent as he got into him a little bit in the back and won the ball.
There's pressure now from Dantas on the keeper. Mello comes and helps. Blast pressure with a couple of forwards now. 13-14 left in the second. Blast 1, Harrisburg 0. Talk about the shot distribution in this game. 13-3 Baltimore. Doing some numbers last night in his career. William Vanzelli's 47-10. Here's a chance out in front, and they score! Off the rebound, it was Lenker finding Fultz out in front, and the Heat have tied it up.
Did Fultz get that ball, or did it deflect off of a Blast player? And the Blast a little nonchalant there in their own end, trying to clear it. And, we've talked about this before. There's no panic when they're trying to move the ball. But that time, Harrisburg got a little bit of a touch on it and made the Blast pay and put it into the back of the net. Now, I'm not sure whether Fultz actually got it or not, but we'll see. Yeah, Fultz, yep. Let's take a look. A little touch back, and then a deflection off the boards, and then, one touch by Fultz. Absolutely. Yep.
So Fultz, goal number 3, point number 4. Lenker, his first point of the year. Time of the goal, 2:07 of the second, and just like that, we're tied at 1. To finish the point on Vanzella, he's 47-10 in his career. He has faced an average of 15 shots per game, which is an unusually low number. Think about it. That's 1 every 4 minutes of play.
Yeah, in this game, it's crazy.
Here's Teixeira now, or correction, Davis, 2-on-1. Harrisburg, great play by William, reads that and denies Thompson. Here's Lucio now. Great save again by Vanzella. Well meant by Lucio. Lucio will keep it in. Here's Davis in the corner, picked up by DeSantos. That's a battle of big men. And now William, the ball squirts out. Good screen there by Adriano, and Vanzella makes the play.
A little energy now for Harrisburg after the goal, as they've got the Blast on their heels a little bit.
Up ahead, Roque from Dos Santos. Obasi will go to the bench. And Forbes will check in. That's a drive taken by Donatelli just wide. Big rebound now. Here they come. It's 2-on-2. If they can make a cross, and they do. Let's see what Davis can do with it. Dos Santos got involved in a turnover here. The Blast will control.
Wapu back it out and allow the Blast to change some personnel.
Dos Santos now for Baltimore. Levy sits down. Kim checks in for the Blast. Vanzella will help in midfield with 11:11 to play in the half. We're tied at 1. Roque hustles into the corner to receive from William. He's doubled.
Lucas didn't move the ball quick enough that time. Harrisburg was able to get over there and get the ball out.
Try again, intended for Roque. That one headed away by the Harrisburg defense. Healy back for Baltimore. See if he plays it safe, and he does. There's pressure from the Heat. Forbes up ahead for Roque again at the yellow line. Blast now trying to find the right angle here. Healy up ahead. Trying to work the corner. Donatelli leaves it for Healy around the turn, but Crotty makes the play.
Nice active play by Crotty to get out off the line and make the dive to take the ball away.
Here's a steal, and that almost resulted in a disaster.
Now they're going to call a violation on Crotty. He say he touched it, brought it back, and picked it up, so you can't do that. So it's going to be a restart opportunity for the Blast.
Last time Blast had this type of opportunity, they scored.
And look where the restart's going to be.
This is so close.
Yeah.
The wall is going to have to be right at the goal line, or the top, I should say the top of the box line of the goal.
Yikes.
Not a lot of room for the keeper to maneuver here.
How do you defend this? I mean, can't you just put it into the corner?
Seriously.
Good block.
Kicked it right into the middle.
Now, Lucio kind of jogged into the line of fire there last second. I'm not sure how you're allowed to do that, but worked out for him.
Good ball from Lucio to Kerstetter, and now in the midfield, Harrisburg will control. Here's Lucio now for the Heat. Lucio on a run, trying to beat Donatelli. Well, it is weird seeing Lucio in purple, I'll say that. But that's sports. Oh, look at this ball. Healy in the corner, trying to track it down. Davis, though, steps over for the Heat.
Tell you what, Harrisburg's got to feel pretty good about themselves right now. 1-1, 20 minutes into this game.
Difference in the game right now is their goalkeeper. Foul on Baltimore, 9:03 left to go in the half. We're tied at 1. Too high off the boards for Fultz. Here's a chance now for the Blast. Dantas on the receiving end from Vanzella. Dantas off the boards. Not enough pace there, and Crotty makes the play easily. Blast fans, DNN Signs is the official sign provider of the Blast. For all your signs, vehicle wraps, wall graphics, imaging solutions, go to DNN.com to see how we may serve your signage needs. Fultz and Forbes. Chesapeake Employers Insurance helps keep workplaces safe because at the end of every workday, someone's waiting for your safe return. Connect with your local agent or online. Chesapeake Insurance. Blast now with 8:14 left to go in the half.
So what's it going to take for the Blast to get interested in this game? You know?
Maybe falling behind. It'll be a free kick. Harrisburg now with 7:59 left in the second. Need a new phone system for your business? Netacom provides high-quality business phones for free with every phone line system and high-speed internet plan. Check them out online at netacom.com. Pressure from Caltabiano, and he sends that one into the Heat bench. It'll be a free kick, Harrisburg, Blast when we return.
Question's going to be, is it going to be by the benches or is it going to be on the top of the arc? Was he inside or outside that yellow line when he made that mistake?
We shall see. 7:42 left in the half. Blast 1, Heat 1. Back for more right after this. Hello. They never miss it.
That was packed.
All right, Paul, ready? Here we go. Gary Stein, Paul Minnemeyer back with you. About halfway through the second quarter. Blast and the Heat tied at 1. Blast getting their goal in the first from Dantas. Foltz with the equalizer in the second at the 2:07 mark. Blast have beaten the Heat once this year up in Harrisburg. 9-2 the final there. But even in that game, Paul, it was a 3-2 game midway through the third.
Yeah, it was close, and the Blast finally were able to pull away.
Donatelli now for Baltimore. Back to Healy in the midfield circle. Hoxie in the corner. Off to Shera. They'll kick it out to midfield, and it'll be a foul on Baltimore.
I think you're going to say it was a handball on Hoxie. It's going to be a free kick for Harrisburg.
So the Heat, who were 2-18 last year, 0-4 this year.
Latrice's got them playing hard. You know, they're battling. Their keeper's playing well, and they're making it tough on the Blast right now.
That is the formula. There's no doubt. Even though the Blast beat them 4 times last year, Venzella only faced them once. Phil Saunders was in goal the other 3 games against Harrisburg.
This is a situation where you're the Blast. You know, this is a game. You got 13 days off after this game. You want to play strong here tonight, and you don't want to leave a loss in your mouth, that loss of or bad taste of a loss in your mouth with 13 days off.
Now the next game is against Harrisburg.
At Harrisburg,
At Harrisburg, a New Year's Eve game at 5 o'clock. And that'll do it for the calendar year. Blast are 6-0 for the second time in 2 years. They started 13-0 last year before losing on the road at Vegas, at San Diego. And those were the only 2 games they lost in the regular season. Here's Thompson now. Blocked by DeSantos. Correction, that was Davis. Blast will control. Here's a chance now with Levy at the yellow line. 2-on-2 if they hurry. Levy slows it down. There's good defense by the Heat, by Chantel. Oh, that one went almost through. Crotty makes the play.
Last second, Crotty saw it, got the foot out, made the save.
5:20 left in the half. Crowd quiet here. For good reason.
Oh, here's a mistake.
Forbes comes free towards the box. That one blocked by Chantel with Roquet lurking around. Levy puts a hip into him. That'll be a foul.
Well, Blast have had some chances. They've broken the defense down, but every time they've broken down the D, Crotty's been right there.
Chantel kicks it in. And again, Crotty with a mistake. It'll be a kick in Baltimore, 5:05 left in the half.
Just outside the yellow line, so restart here for the Blast. Free kick right along the bench.
DeSantos with Mello, Obasi, Kim, and Roque. Here's Kim into the corner, trying to set up Roque, broken up by Crotty.
Blast wanted an illegal procedure there as he picked up the ball. They say a pass back, but they're going to rule it a deflection, and it wasn't a violation.
Fultz and DeSantos, good pressure from the Blast. Nice footwork from Roque. Feeds Kim. Kim pushed, no call. And it'll be kick in Blast with 4:23 left in the half. He's playing pretty physical inside their own yellow line.
Blast trying to pick up the pace a little bit.
Donatelli back on the floor. So is Dantas. See what Vinny can do. Turns.
Is that deflected?
I'm not sure.
Thought it was going to hit the. Thought it was going to hit the boards.
Ball was awful slow coming out.
No.
Lenker held by the Blast. Hey, Paul, here's your place, the Embassy Suites by Hilton, Baltimore Inner Harbor, the official hotel of the Baltimore Blast. Enjoy beautifully appointed standard and suites, guest accommodations, a complimentary evening reception. By the way, you didn't tell me about that, but Renee did the other day.
Yeah, I heard you talking about that.
No,
yeah.
you can't keep that on the down low.
I apologize for that. I'm never there to enjoy that.
Ah, I see. And a complimentary made-to-order full American breakfast. Now
I'm
that
always
you
there
are.
to enjoy that. Absolutely, yeah.
You'll lead them out of house and home. For reservations, call 410-727-2222 or visit us at embassysuitesbaltimore.com. Hey, I've been on the road with you. I know what you do with that breakfast.
Tell you what, the total lifesaver last weekend, as I was able to stay down here, sick as a dog. We did the UMBC game on Saturday. I was able to stay down here, get some rest, and get ready for the Ravens game on Sunday. Total lifesaver last week.
You were so full after that breakfast at the Embassy Suites Baltimore last week. You didn't even eat in the dining room at the Ravens Stadium.
There you go.
I'm shocked. I'm like, where's Paul? He must be well fed. 2:55 left in the half. Crotty now for the Heat in a 1-1 tie, and he calls a timeout. We'll keep it here and tell you that voted Baltimore's best bagels is THB year over year. THB Bagels and Deli offers bagels and breakfast sandwiches, signature deli sandwiches, salads, homemade spreads, in addition to catering options for businesses and private events. Check out any of their 3 locations in Towson, Timonium, or Canton, or visit them online at towsonhotbagels.com to order. Also, MedStar Sports Medicine is the official medical team of the Blast. Trust the sports medicine trained doctors, physical therapists, and certified athletic trainers of the largest sports health program in the area, MedStar Sports Medicine. Call 888-44-SPORT or visit them online, medstarsportsmed.org. Webb Mason provides on-demand marketing solutions that help companies deliver consistent branding across all their internal and external audience touchpoints. Their suite of software and services make Webb Mason a one-stop shop for companies' offline, online, creative, and integrated marketing needs. Fans enjoying the YMCA?
Fans a little anxious tonight.
Definitely.
Looking for positive outcome. Harrisburg doing everything they can to change that, especially Scott Crotty, their keeper.
Well, he's been the difference maker for the Heat right now. Blast outshot Harrisburg 13-3 in the first quarter, and Crotty was on the receiving end of many of those shots. Blast come out with William in goal. In front of him, DeSantos, Forbes, Mello, Levy, and Hoxie.
It's going to be Harrisburg ball. Remember, Crotty called timeout in his box, so it's going to be a goalkeeper distribution for him to start things off here.
.251 left here in the half. Blast lead the East Division by 2.5 games over Syracuse. They lead the Heat by 5. Crotty, ball does scoot up ahead for Fultz. With him as Mello, and Vanzella makes the play.
That was a little ugly, but Dos Santos did just enough to get in the way.
They pressure Vanzella. He breaks it up ahead to Forbes. Intended for Dantas, broken up by the Heat. Forbes will get it back. Correction, intended for Hoxie. Here is Hoxie now, target in the corner. Leaves it for Mello. Again broken up by the Heat. Now Lucio in midfield with a little space. Met by Dos Santos. Oh, and they call Adriano for the foul, and he is livid. And now another whistle here.
Well, I don't know what the second whistle is going to be.
Well, Harrisburg wants a dissent.
The officials are going to discuss this. This is never good. Harrisburg's getting an illegal substitution warning after the whistle blew. A guy came off the bench.
Next one would result in a 2-minute penalty. It is a penalty. It is a foul on Dos Santos, however. So it'll be Harrisburg ball with 2:08 left. Blast fans, don't forget tonight, Pratt Street Ale House after the game, post-game party. Meet your favorite players and cheerleaders while enjoying food and drink specials. That is all for Blast fans. Chantel up ahead for Davis in the corner, broken up by Dos Santos. Now the midfield, Lucio, less than 2 minutes to play in the half of a 1-1 game. Nice ball, Lucio up ahead, off the boards. No Chris Williams tonight, their leading scorer for Harrisburg. Here's Thompson, and he trips up Mello. Foul called on Harrisburg, free kick Blast.
Now another discussion for the officials.
Blast going now on 15 game time minutes of being held scoreless. Mark Bailey will run across the floor. Tell Tariq Walker what the deal is. Here's a good look at Tariq, one of the all-time Blast greats in the Hall of Fame. A couple of championships under his belt.
We're going to make Davis go off the floor.
So
Okay.
wouldn't that be an illegal substitution?
It was, and they didn't make him leave, and now they have. It was a delayed action by the referee. Oh.
Well, here's a chance now for the Blast. Hoxie, can he control? Hoxie towards the goal, off the boards, rebound, Mello, inside with the left. That's blocked by Fultz, rebound, Crotty with a save for the Heat.
All started, Chantel made a huge error. He didn't get to the ball with his head. Hoxie off to the races, they couldn't finish.
And again, Crotty was big in goal. 1:15 left to go in the half. There's Levy now. Hoxie trying to settle. Foul called on the Blast.
I'm going to say again, Hoxie, I think, with the handball. Yeah. Amazing how they missed that handball right in front of the Harrisburg goal, though, huh?
They saw that one loud and clear. 1:05 to go.
Almost disaster for Harrisburg as Chantel with the huge error, but the Blast couldn't convert.
Here's good pressure now from Kim. Kim to Hoxie. Hoxie is met up from behind, and now here they come the other way, 3-on-2, led by Lucio. Lucio going to take it. Cross, blocked by Dos Santos. Nicely played. And William there. I think Lucio should have hit that one.
Yeah,
Here's Kim with a drive, and Crotty volleys it over.
Now that was headed to the corner.
That was a rocket.
And that was a goal if Crotty doesn't get the hand up there. So corner here for the Blast. Blast may take a timeout here to set this corner up.
42.7 left. Healy will be on it. And again, Scott Crotty, right place, right time. See if Healy likes what he sees. Does not. Calls a timeout.
Remember, the only Blast goal of the game was the questionable illegal procedure call where Dantas just blistered that restart home.
Blast have not had a goal in the flow of game tonight. We'll keep it here with 42.7 left in the first half. Blast will talk it over. Danny Kelly, David Bascom, and the group. See what they can come up with here. Dantas, the lone goal scorer for the Blast, and it is Fultz out in front from Lenker. Lone goal for the Heat. Well, I look back at some of those scores last year between these two squads, and it was multiple point scoring. So don't pay attention to 29-0, 25-5, but
we'll just cut it in half.
Right, but pay attention to 12-2 and 13-0, and you see what's happening in this game. This is a different Heat team out there, and as you say, the Blast, are not firing on all cylinders in this game either.
Well, let's just say, you were here for the San Diego game.
Yeah,
I watched it on the stream. Let's just to say it's a little less intense tonight than it was for that game, right?
I tell you, that was old-time soccer there. That was back in the 80s soccer. Up and down, not a lot of whistles, back and forth. Great creation, offensive plays. Blast beat the Sockers in that one 7-4. And had a lot of fans here. Right out in front, it was Roque. Blocked by the Harrisburg defense.
Your keeper again with the foot. Holding foul.
Holding. It'll be Blast ball 34.5, so Crotty gets another save there. That foul will be on Thompson.
Pushing foul on Harrisburg's number 88, Patrick Thompson, free kick plus.
Has to be a foul, right? No, on the Blast.
Roque. Is it? Dantas.
Called on Dantas, but really, Lenker impeded his progress towards the ball, but they called a foul on Dantas.
Chantel with a right up ahead for Lucio.
3 lines. Absolutely.
Healy right there.
3 lines, yep.
So that'll come back to the yellow line of the Heat. 27 seconds left. Let's see if the Blast can take advantage of this.
I would have to think that Dantas will be on and preside on this one, right? Or either Dantas or Healy.
Looks like it'll be Healy. Let's see where they put Vinny. Vinny on their left flank. They push it right. Back post was DeSantos, nothing there. Rebound out in front.
Off of Obasi, he never really got a good look at it. And right to Crotty.
So the Heat weather that storm. There's a nice little put through. 9 seconds to go, see if they can get a shot here. Coming back to Santos, and now, a foul call.
No, they're going to call illegal procedure. They're going to say the Blast intentionally passed it back to their keeper.
Oh.
With 4.2 seconds left.
That's a dagger. Gives the Heat a chance here. Boy, wouldn't this be sweet for them?
William Vanzella shows his displeasure by taking the ball into the net and dropping it, forcing the official to go in and get it. It's the subtle little things.
Yeah, the little games they play. See how the Blast approach this. They'll go 3-man wall. Vanzella will fill that wall to the left. They'll take a timeout to talk about it. And we'll keep it here with 4.2 so we don't miss it. Blast have Roque, Obasi, DeSantos, Healy, and Dantas out there along with Vanzella. Now Healy's talking about it with Mark Bailey while you see the Heat gathering around Tariq.
Obviously not happy with the call. It's one of those things, Gary. It's just like the first illegal procedure against Crotty. I mean, he was making a save.
Right, it just shouldn't be called.
One of those things where the ball touches the Blast player. He didn't direct it back towards his keeper. It hit off of him. 99% of the time they let that go. They just happened to call it here with 4.2 seconds left in the half.
Bailey will mark it off.
I don't understand why he had to mark it off.
Put him on the line.
It is the white line is 5 yards from the top of the arc. Doesn't change unless you stride further.
They go 6th attacker here.
That's smart.
They bring in Tyler Whitmer, giving them a man advantage. William plays middle of the box. And well played by William. And that should do it. Wow, big play by Vanzella to end the first half.
Big time save by Vanzella. And they walk off the floor tied at 1. Disappointing first half for the Blast. You're feeling real good about yourself if you're Tariq Walker in the Harrisburg Heat right now.
1-1 at the end of the first 30 minutes. We'll come back with your second half from Royal Farms Arena after this.
Every day, all across Maryland, we help employers keep workers safe from accidents and injuries. We're Chesapeake Employers Insurance Company, formerly IWIF. At Chesapeake Employers, workers' compensation insurance and workplace safety have been our mission and passion for nearly 100 years, and will be for 100 more. We help protect Maryland workers because
at the end of every workday, someone's waiting for your
Second quarter, Harrisburg 4 for a halftime total of 7, and the Blast 6 for a halftime total of 19. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, we direct your attention to the midfield area. Performing at tonight's halftime, we'd like you to welcome the Royal Performing Arts Center. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the Royal Performing Arts Center!
Back at you here, third quarter about to get underway, Blast in the Heat, 1-1 after the first 30 minutes. I'm surprised. What about yourself?
Like to be a fly on the wall of that locker room in the Blast at halftime. See what Danny Kelly had to say. They had to pick the intensity up, you know. They've kind of walked through that first half. They had some chances. Crotty's been great, but Harrisburg's found a way. They got a deflection, got a goal to tie it, and we stand 1-1 at the half. And it all started a questionable call as Crotty was called for illegal procedure off of a save, and Dantas made him pay. He drills that into the back of that to make it a 1-0 Blast lead. But in the second quarter, Harrisburg comes back. Look at this, as DeSantos just steps out of the way. There's no chance as Dantas, an easy finish for him there from the top of the arc. Then a deflection here, right off the boards to a Harrisburg player in front, and Foltz puts it into the back of the net to give Harrisburg the tie. And Blast could not solve Crotty the rest of the way. Vanzella makes a huge save at the end of the first half of the top of the arc restart. And as we hit third quarter action, it's a 1-1 tie, Harrisburg and your Baltimore Blast.
First half shots, Blast 19 and the Heat 7. And a lot of those have made their way on goal, and Scott Crotty right now is the difference in the game, the Harrisburg goalkeeper. We're tied at 1. See what the third quarter brings. Tariq Walker, you're going to see him stepping into the screen right there on your left. He'll head to the Harrisburg bench. So if you are Danny Kelly, what did you tell your team at the half?
Let's pick it up, boys. Let's get the intensity going. Let's create some pressure on Crotty. Let's create some turnovers in the Harrisburg end, and let's get the ball into the back of the net and get this game going.
Heat ball to start the third. They're in purple, Blast in the home red. Oh, look at that. Just an easy give up right there. Blast taken away easily.
I'm going to give it right back.
In the midfield.
A rare poor touch by Roque turns it back over.
Trying to make up for it on the pressure here on Chantel and moving Marco back to the yellow line. Here's comes more pressure from Levy. Blast go with Roque, Wapu, Donatelli, Healy, and Obasi to start. They counter with Lucio, Foltz, Thompson, Chantel, Crotty in goal for Harrisburg, and Vanzella for the Blast.
Dangerous pass there.
Crotty has to volley it back towards midfield. Headed back in by Donatelli off Harrisburg. It'll be free kick Blast here, just underway in the third. Off the boards, Roque can't get it. Crotty does on the near post.
It's just poor by Healy, hitting it down the turn right to Crotty.
Here's Kim trying to overplay his man to get the ball, and he does. Beats Whitmer to it. Here's Kim leading the break the other way.
Oh, nifty
nice
play
work
there.
by Kim. Crotty, though, very aggressive. Sensed that. There's a little bit too much space there between Kim and the ball. He came out and gobbled that up. Speaking of gobbling, Lucio doing a good job with Obasi. No call there. Boy, Obasi just nailed that guy.
Hey, came together. Obasi was challenged, and he won the battle. That's what it's called being physical.
You know what? That's a perfect football hit. He didn't lead with the helmet.
No, I mean, he just played his position and didn't allow the ball to be taken away.
There's Dantas now, the target man. Picked up by Whitmer. Dantas trying to take the turn in the box. Mello trying to run it down. Foltz there, correction, Kerstetter. Now for Bass, that somehow got past the keeper. Teixeira and Crotty, though, combined for the play.
High header by Teixeira, and Crotty had to go high in the air to get that.
Teixeira on the near side rolls it off the boards for Stiegelman.
Blast have definitely picked up the intensity here to start the second half.
Mello traps it. Fultz now pressuring Vanzella. 12:30 left to go in the third. Blast fans, the jersey being worn tonight by the Blast will be auctioned off during the game. Be sure to head to the stage to place your bid tonight. Also, the official uniform provider of the Blast is Top Tier, your source for the latest in team gear and apparel. Visit us at toptiergear.com to learn how TTG can provide your team with their own custom look, just like they did for the Blast. Kerstetter now for the Heat. Stiglman. There's Stiglman again, getting involved. The Heat have turned up the volume a little bit as well here.
Blast just out of sorts. Came together. Donatelli, or Dantas and Obasi got in front of each other and created a little bit of a havoc that turned the ball over. Then Blast just turned it over one more time, and they just can't get anything going offensively right now.
Here's Lenker. Maryland Eye Care is a proud sponsor of the Blast. Fans, take care of your vision needs with Maryland Eye Care, proud to sponsor the Blast. William on the near post, covers up. For 50 years, Rosedale Roofing has proudly served the Baltimore region, making a big impact in our community. Honesty and service is what you can expect every time with Rosedale Roofing. Visit us online at rosedaleroofing.com today. Lucio pressuring Vanzella. Here come the Blast now the other way. Here's a ball meant for Hoxie, kicked over by Lenker.
Now, they're not going to call that illegal procedure? They're going to say that was a block. Okay. How's that not illegal procedure?
And if that's a block, what about the keeper's block?
Well, right. How is that?
That just doesn't make a lot of sense. Obasi now for the Blast. Dantas. That's in!
It's in!
That's in! Or are they going to say the whole ball didn't go?
Well,
no, they are. They're calling it a goal.
There's no question it was over the line. The whole ball was over the line, so they're going to count it. It's one of the worst plays Crotee's made all night, and it's going to be 2-1 Blast.
I think Dantas on the goal. Is that right? Let's see who throws it in. Hoxie.
Yeah.
Hoxie. Well, hey, that's not pretty.
Well, you know what Wayne Gretzky always said? You can't score if you don't shoot the ball on goal.
Right.
The puck in his case. But there you go. Just kind of ekes through.
Didn't he also say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take?
Yes, he did.
Hoxie with his 8th goal in 7 games. Hoxie with his 65th career goal in 71 games. Here they come the other way, and that one blocked Roque from midfield.
Roque tried to catch Crotee off his line that time, but Scotty did a good job to get back and make that play.
So this has been a weird game for goals. You had a restart, so not in the flow of play. You had a Fultz deflection out in front, and you had a Hoxie dribbler, which barely made it across the line. We haven't seen anything real pretty yet. We haven't seen a play, put it that way. How is that not a foul?
That is.
Thompson pulls down. That's a horse collar. Can't that be like 15 yards or something?
15 yards.
9:49 left in the third. 2-1 Blast. That breaks the streak. The Blast hadn't scored, and I'm going to count it up here. 19:41. About 24 minutes of play. Crotee on the save here from Roque. So it was 3-2 Blast in the middle of the third in the first game between these teams, and now it's 2-1 Blast in the third.
Pushing foul called on Fultz.
Hey, Blast fans, Buffalo Wild Wings now with 14 locations in Maryland. Visit them nearby in White Marsh, Owings Mills, or Westminster. Lots of daily specials Monday through Friday, including happy hour, lunch specials, much more. Find your nearest location at buffalowildwings.com. Don't forget, stop out Monday night. Best seat in the house football promotion during the game to win great prizes, and you can be eligible to win some grand prizes too. I used to host the Monday night promotion out in Westminster, and I know what some of those grand prizes are. Pretty good. Here's Healy now for the Blast. Blast now nursing a 2-1 lead. They have not trailed in this game. Dantas, good work here. Nice read off the boards. Oh, he puts it in.
How about a play, huh?
There's a play. Back post. That was all Dantas, by the way. How he read it off the boards, moved his defender off, lined it up, beat Crotty.
And it all started, as you said, he used his body to shield the defender. Ball came out in an awkward manner. Didn't like that look. Bounced, came back, kind of got a little backspin on it, and then right off the drop, drills it with the right foot into the back of the corner of the net. Give the Blast a 3-1 lead.
So Vinny with the 2-goal game.
Here you go, watch this. Ball comes off, turns, boom. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty right there. Watch this, turn, bam.
Far post, 3-1 Blast. Dantas now with a 2-goal night. He's got 11 in 7 games this year. Again, his scoring streak now, 10 consecutive games with goals dating back to last season. Dantas, and so Vanzello with the assist. That's the 3rd of the season for William. 2nd in 2 home games.
It's amazing the ball actually hit the glass. Did it bounce once or twice? I thought it bounced twice.
May have.
Before he actually drilled it into the back of the net.
So for Vinny now, that's 27 goals in 22 career games. That's an average of 1.4 per game. Obasi now for the Blast with 8:04 left in the third. Blast with a little breathing room now at 3-1. Donatelli now for a shift. Midfield will send it back to Forbes, and he's tripped up at midfield. Foul called on the Heat.
Forbes tried to go by. A little nifty move, flipped the ball up, and tripping foul called on Davis.
And so now you can tell the body language of the Heat not quite as confident as they were moments ago. Here's Levy with a drive off the boards. That one high. Thompson going to try to slip by, can't. DeSantos breaks it up, sends it back to the keeper. The Blast will make some changes. Roque on the floor. At the yellow line, Lucas trying to split the defense. Levy with Stiglman. And Chantel plays it back to the keeper, but DeSantos will hold it in for Baltimore. For Bess inside the box for Roque, headed away by Chantel. Good move by Donatelli to win possession back. Fultz, though, for the moment. Oh, look at this here from Forbes.
A nifty little move there by Forbes to keep the possession and then get off and change.
Santos with 8 points on the year in 6 games. Nothing there, sends it back. Less than 7 minutes now to go in the third. Blast by 2. Bossy with the little pivot. Going to try it here on the near side with Mello. See what they got on the other side now with Obasi.
I can't believe Obasi hasn't tried to break any of his defenders down tonight.
Yeah. Roque, he leans in and almost puts that one into the back of the net.
Crotty was leaning the wrong way that time, and Roque just kind of flicked it towards the corner, and Crotty just adjusted enough to make the play.
Blast putting up a wall in midfield. See if Kim can grab that one. He's pressuring Stiglman all the way back inside the arc. Kim won't give up. They got to play it back to their keeper. And now Caltabiano gets in the, or I should say Mello gets in the act.
Caught an elbow from Chantel.
Boy, that is just some good full court pressure, as it were. No look from Obasi.
Oh, look at the fake by Kim.
Breakaway. Kim, oh, nice by Crotty. Can Lucas settle? Can't. Sends it back, though, to the yellow line, and the Blast will maintain control. It's a good possession for the Blast. 5:20 left in the third. Now here's William.
Harrisburg hasn't had the ball in, what, 3 or 4 minutes?
Yeah, it's been all blast here midway through the third. Caltabiano on the floor for a shift. Blast making some changes. Dantas now out there. Going to try to go that way. Chantel flicks it to Donatelli. If he can settle. With him is Kerstetter.
They call a foul. Probably call a foul on Donatelli for playing while he was down. Can't really play the ball while you're on the floor.
Hey, need an apartment? Henderson Webb is your hometown property management company with over 10,000 apartments in Baltimore, Anne Arundel, and Howard counties, as well as Baltimore City. Call 410-885-4100 or visit APTRENT, that's aptrent.com. Ask about your Blast Rent Special Equal Housing Opportunity.
You saw Tariq Walker on the screen imploring his players to pick up the intensity to match the Blast.
Well, here's a chance for them. Lucio spilled by DeSantos, foul called on the Blast with 4:16 left in the third, and this will give the Heat a chance.
Good restart spot. Just a veteran play by Lucio. He feels a little nudge by DeSantos, and he goes down to the floor, and they call the foul.
See if he tries to curl this one. Can't really tell the angle, but it does look like it may be there.
Harrisburg in desperate need of a goal.
No, William aggressive there. Lucio again, and this one off the back wall and a timeout on the floor. We'll take it 2 with 4:11 left in the third. Blast by 2 over the Heat. Back after this. Back at you here from the arena. Blast 3, Harrisburg 1, 4:11 left in the third. Just going over some numbers for Dantas. Last year in 3 games, Dantas 8 goals, 1 assist against Harrisburg. This year in 2 games, 3 more goals, 11 goals, 1 assist, 12 points in 5 games for Vinny Dantas against the Heat.
Oh, look at this breakout for the Blast. Good ball by Wapu to Obasi.
Hoxie, Obasi, saved by Crotty.
One of his best of the night. Has a great give and go. And Obasi that was well meant for the corner, and Crotty able to get the foot out and make the play.
Blast maintained possession. Mello back to Healy. Good ball up ahead for Hoxie with Teixeira on him. Hoxie trying to find Healy. Broken up by the Heat.
Good hustle by Whitmer to get back there defensively and stay with his runner.
Now Williams, that going to stay in? Yes, it does. Levy keeps it alive as well for Hoxie off the boards. Good defense by Teixeira. Good positioning by Mello, keeping that in. Davis gets a foot on it as they try to send it out. David Cash has checked in for the first time. He gets a foot on it for the Heat. It's broken up by Baltimore. The Blast have really held possession in this game. They've outshot the Heat 19-7 in the first half. They lead it 3-1 now with 3 minutes to go in the third. Blast came in with the best goal differential in the league per game, over 5 per game. Only Sonora and Missouri can even touch that with about 4 per game.
Vandella playing in the offensive end.
And Crotty
thought about it,
yep, for a moment. Williams getting a little feisty in his old age there. Old age, what is he, 25?
Could be feisty, you could be a little bored.
Obasi tripped. Delayed call.
Well, I think they were waiting to see if the Blast were going to keep possession.
2:24 left.
Once Obasi hit the floor, he just kind of stayed there.
That's going to
yes, this
be
is
on the
going to
Blast.
be too many men on the field.
Yep, that's 6 on as Healy and, who was it, DeSantos,
That's just
were
a
over
bad play by the Blast. Oh, it's just brutal.
there. Gives Harrisburg life here.
Oh, that could be the worst play of the season. What are you guys doing over there on the bench?
Now, Kiro scored a power play goal for San Diego against the Blast. I want to say that's the only power play goal the Blast have allowed, and it is.
Just look at the situation. Like a random restart of the midfield, and now you've given the Heat with 2:21 left in the third a chance to get right back in the game to start the fourth quarter.
Penalty killers for the Blast. As you see Lucio on the ball for the Heat. Penalty killers are DeSantos, Obasi, Healy. And I can't make out the fourth one. Looks like it's Kim. Lucio off the boards. It'll be a goal kick, Baltimore.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was Ugg.
What do you do?
That was Lucio saying, "Hey, I'm just going to do this." Lucio, Thompson, Whitmer, Lenker, or they bring Kerstetter out now, and Teixeira.
So 8 seconds into the power play, you give the Blast a possession. No, it's not too bad.
They got it back.
Harrisburg gets it right back, yeah.
Well, Blast, though, doing a good job in the midfield. Some sloppy work there by the Heat. That one went 5-hole on the defender, but Vanzella was there. 125 on the power play. DeSantos fighting with Gonzaga.
Three-line violation on Vanzella.
So this comes back to the yellow line and gives them another opportunity.
Oh, my.
1:45 left in the third.
Oh, nightmare, what, 45 seconds, huh?
Yep. Blast really go only with the one man here.
See if Teixeira takes a shot. I would.
Nope. Shoves it off. DeSantos reads it. Punched away by William. Looks like he'd be a pretty good volleyball player. Here's Lucio now, 110 on the power play. Well, I almost saw a breakaway there for Obasi. And here he comes. Can he get it? Nope.
Good recovery by Harrisburg, because Obasi's got those long strides. Sometimes, if you're even, he's leaving.
Exactly. He is a space creator.
See if Harrisburg can even get a chance here.
Whitmer
Nice.
right
There
on
you go.
goal,
Nice save.
as you say. 35 on the power play. William had to make a big one there. And he'll call a timeout. That's a good idea. 51.6 left. Blast got to collect themselves. 31 on the power play.
Blast almost have erased this opportunity. So going to clear here. We'll see how much time the Blast can rag off the rest of the 31 seconds before Harrisburg sets up for one last opportunity.
Danny Kelly looking pretty dapper. You know, I kid with him from time to time. I call him the fifth Beatle. I mean, look at him.
A little bit, yeah.
You know, he could have been a Beatle back in the day. Talking to his team, trying to settle him down. There's a look at the Blast first goal. Dantas finding the hole. Here's the Harrisburg goal.
Only tally of the night for the Heat. This is a nice play here. Hoxie just quite gets it through. And then this is the cannon shot by Dantas. Give the Blast some breathing room. That's where we stand with 51.6 left here in the third quarter. Blast with the goalkeeper distribution and 31 seconds left on the man advantage for the Harrisburg Heats.
The penalty was a too many men on the field, served by Hoxie. Blast have allowed only one power play goal all year. Goalkeeper distribution for Van Zella. Here we go. Whips it up ahead for DeSantos. Plays it through for Obasi. DeSantos now and Kerstetter. And Kerstetter is saying he ran into me. He flew into me.
It's a foul.
Well, they're not going to call it on the Heat, I don't think. Well, let's see.
What?
It's going to be. Oh, I mean, it's going to be a foul, not a penalty.
Well, it shouldn't be a penalty.
Well, DeSantos can't believe it, though.
That's a foul. 8 more seconds off the man advantage. That's the more important thing.
23 left on that. Now the officials want to talk it over. Mark Bailey blows a whistle. Nice find up ahead to Santos. They double down on him. Working hard in the corner.
Well, the Blast nice. Blast are going to run the rest of this time off. 10 seconds left on the man advantage.
30 on the game clock here. Lucio steps in front. 5 seconds on the power play. Hoxie getting ready to come out. 2 seconds, 1 second. Blast have defended the penalty. Hoxie from behind takes it away from Lucio. Here's Hoxie on the receiving end with Teixeira.
And that's going to probably do it for the quarter. I don't know if Harrisburg's going to get a chance. Oh, get a quick shot.
William had to make that save. Yep. 1 second, and that is the end of the third quarter.
Got to talk. If somebody's got to tell Chantel that, or Lucio that Hoxie's behind him. Nobody said a word. Hoxie came in, made a nice hustle play, and ended the third quarter.
3-1. Blast lead it after 3. Fourth quarter coming up after this.
Baseball and my family seem to go hand in hand, seem natural. Seems to be built into everything I do. I'm hardwired into MedStar Sports Medicine the same way. I pick up the phone, I call them, I go. They're the sports medicine experts. I trust them.
Give it up for your Baltimore Blast cheerleaders!
"15 minutes left here in regulation. Blast leading the Heat 3-1. Blast getting the lead and stretching it out in the third, and we're tied at 1 at the half. Blast got 2 goals. Hoxie at 4:23 Dantas from Van Zella, his third assist of the year, at 6:02, and the Blast lead Harrisburg 3-1 after 3.
Shots on goal 26-14 after 3, and as well as Crotty has played for Harrisburg, he probably wants that Hoxie goal back. Kind of let it slip through on the tough angle, and that was a key play in the game.
Dantas has beaten him twice. Dantas has scored goals now in 10 straight games dating back to last year.
And 2 goals for Vinny tonight.
Outlet for the Heat now. Lenker with Levy. Foul called on the Blast. Midfield. Free kick for the Heat, 25 seconds into the fourth. Blast will be off for, as you said, almost 2 weeks, 13 days, until the 31st of December, New Year's Eve day, for a 5 o'clock p.m. game against the Heat at the Farm Show Arena. And then back at it at home on the 2nd of January against the Silver Knights. Blast have beaten Syracuse twice this year, 6-0 at home, 5-2 on the road.
It's a very front-loaded home schedule.
Yeah. Last time, I think, 7 of their last 8 on the road.
That's correct.
They're only home on the 19th of February against Missouri. Their second to last home game is January 9th. After January 9th, the Blast are on the road for 7 of the last 8 games. Oh, great play by Vanzella. Davis was open in front.
The referee helped that time as he stopped the ball for Harrisburg and created a 3-on-1. And Vanzella was aggressive, came out and made it tough on the Heat.
So 9 of their first 12 games this year for the Blast are at home. Blast working on a 23-game home streak. Here's Kim now. Going to line it up with the right, and that is blocked.
No, I don't think so. I think
nope,
he just lined it up and hit it about 30 feet over the goal. Good pass, good outlet pass as the Heat were caught upfield. He'd have to force the issue now to try to get into this, back into this one.
Kim cuts through, trying to maintain possession for the Blast. Good work there by the Heat. Here comes Teixeira now.
Taken back away by Kim. Again, as Danny Kelly teaches his players, don't give up on the play. You lose the ball, don't give up on the play. And Kim tracked Teixeira down from behind and took the ball back.
And there is a natural, that one back post for Donatelli almost in. There is a natural let up. Once you've taken the ball away from someone, there's almost a natural let up on your part.
The first instinct is to win the ball, get it, and then look to see what's going on, right?
Well, that's where you can take advantage.
Exactly.
12:30 left. Dantas.
It's like playing chess, Gary. You gotta, when you take the ball away, you got to be moving thinking about that one step already. You know,
correct.
You got to know where everybody is at that point. Foul here on Harrisburg. Good restart opportunity here for the Blast.
Dantas pushed. Chantel picks it up. Donatelli will be on it for the Blast. He's been held scoreless tonight. Tony, game was a little different this year. He's got 6 assists to lead the team. A little bit of a different role. Tied for 15th in the league and almost got another one. Rebound comes out to DeSantos. That one blocked. Nice play, though, as Donatelli was trying to set up Mello inside. Correction, Caltabiano. Now Forbes trying to find Caltabiano, and that one blocked by the Heat.
They didn't get enough air under that one, and Heat were able to head that away. But
Less
again,
than 12 minutes now.
Ends up on the foot of the Blast.
Advanced Radiology, proud to be the official medical imaging provider of the Blast, When you need fast, accurate results, trust the team of experts at Advanced Radiology. Visit advancedradiology.com for a location near you. Crotty again makes the play. Pass intended for Kerstetter up ahead is picked off by Healy. Blast will control. Vanzella trying to find a cutting Dantas, and that went over the boards.
Hoxton's going to get taken down. A foul called here on Harrisburg. This is going to be on Stiglman. Look, he's got Boomer on the back of his jersey. I like that.
Stiglman wouldn't fit. Hey, remember Milwaukee used to have Celadopoulos?
Yeah.
No, wait. That's not the guy I'm thinking about. Dombrowski. Get in the game, Dombrowski. I feel like that was Stiglman. Get in the game, Stiglman.
Real good chance here for the Blast. See if Obasi gets a chance here.
He does, and that one is high and wide. Blast will control. Less than 11 now to go. Blast by 2. Foul called in the midfield, perhaps on Donatelli. Blast fans, if you're looking to refinance or buy a home, call Fremont Mortgage Funding. Your loan is handled here in Baltimore, not out of state. Don't make a 30-year mistake by choosing the wrong lender. Fremont Mortgage Funding is proud to back the Blast. That's why Fremont is on their uniform back. And when you're ready to buy or refinance your home, Fremont has your back. Call 800-955-8508 for a free analysis. Don't make a 30-year mistake by choosing the wrong lender. Choose Fremont Mortgage Funding. Obasi taking on a man. Inside now for Hoxie. He tries to turn, broken up by the Heat defense.
Obasi's down in the Blast in the Harrisburg end. He really got hammered. I was amazed that there was no foul called. And he is still down.
He's on his knees.
He's holding that left knee.
That wouldn't be good. 9:54, trainer assists. Blast fans, Chesapeake Employers Insurance is Maryland's largest writer for workers' comp insurance. For a business coverage quote today, connect with your local agent. Blast fans, if you're frustrated at work by slow computers or system crashes, Netacom's computer and network support team can help. Netacom provides flat-rated service plans for businesses just like yours. Put Netacom on your team's roster. Check them out at netacom.com. Obasi goes off slowly. Blast will control in the midfield. Leading by 2, 3-1 the score with 9:50 to go. Second to last game before the calendar year turns. Can you believe it, Paul? 2016
coming. 2015 done. Flies by, doesn't it?
I remember Y2K.
Manzella has to catch that right in front of the goal line.
The Blast would like to wish Steve Wheeler a very happy birthday. Happy birthday, Steve. We hope you enjoy tonight's game.
I remember the bicentennial like it was yesterday.
Wow.
Oh, don't even start.
What was it like in the 1890s?
Well, why do you? Why do I start? Because I know you're coming with it. Dude, seriously, the bicentennial was 39 years ago. How does that even happen?
That's just amazing.
8:56 left to go in this one.
That's when the first Star Wars came out, wasn't it?
About that. That was before indoor soccer. How about that?
Well before indoor soccer. You have any bicentennial quarters left?
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were cool.
Now this is
up and over. This will be a chance now for the Blast.
Corner kick. This should be top of the box, right? It went to the outside of the corner kick flag.
I don't know.
And it was played out of play in the defensive end. And put it on the corner kick spot.
Healy for the blast.
Bossi's in the corner of the blast bench, getting worked on.
Crotty near post makes the save. Blast will retreat. 8:25 left. I'll tell you what I do have. I know this for sure. Remember when they came out with the 50 states for the quarters?
Sure.
And you could put them in that packet, you know, in those slots for each state. Got that.
Do you have them all filled?
Yeah. Got all 50.
Do you know what that's worth?
That's worth, hold on, $12.50.
You got it.
Hard to do math on the air.
No, it's not. Only for some of us that are more challenged.
Again, Paul.
Oh, nice ball.
Oh, here it is. Donatelli lines it up and he puts it in.
Oh, the extra pass. Beautiful setup for Donatelli in the goal. And the Blast at 4-1 make it real difficult on the Heat.
Time of the goal, 7:14 of the fourth. Donatelli gets on the board, his third goal, 9th point, 93rd career. 3-goal margin now for the Blast. Similar to the game in Harrisburg, it was 3-2 in the third, and then they pulled away. Here we go again.
A nice touch off the boards. That's Tayu that stepped in. Yeah, but Tayu, who's filling in for Obasi with the first touch, and then the finish by Donatelli, and Obasi still on that Blast bench with the knee iced. It looks like his night's over.
4th assist for Roque on the season, 9th point. Donatelli converts for his third goal. We'll take a timeout here with 7:46 left in the fourth. Blast by 3 over the Heat. Players back out on the floor now with 7:46 left to go. There's a look at Marco Chantel. Did they spell his name wrong on the back of the jersey? I think it said L-E.
Chantel?
Unless he changed it. When he was with the Blast, it was Chantel.
Chantel on the
right on the
roster.
sheet, right? But I'm saying it's LE on the uniform. That would be something to see. 7:20 left.
Not if you're Marcos.
Well, you can't see it. It's on your back. Like, what the heck? 4-1 Blast. He trying to clear it to Shara. Oh, good play by Levy to get possession for the Blast here. Mello on the receiving end. He's seeing his first action tonight.
Chantel is just like delivering the elbows tonight.
That one received by Dantas. Nice play by Healy to break that up. Boy, Pat had good position there. What a play by Kim to keep that alive. They win it back, though. Blast, though, are back.
A rare sight. It's the Harrisburg Heat with possession.
Especially in the second half. Nothing there. Healy volleys away. Mello, good ball up ahead for Dantas. He's going to go with Lucio now. Near post, blocked by Crotty.
Lucio's been playing a lot of defense tonight, huh?
Yep. Yeah, he knew that coming in. Lucio in a purple uniform tonight. No kiss the wife goals. Wife is here in her usual seat. Blast have held the Heat to 1 goal and only 14 shots through the first 3 periods. 5:30 left in this one. They lead by 3, 4-1. Tayu for another shift for the Blast. As you mentioned, Obasi done for the night. Hopefully that is not going to be a long-term thing. He does have some time to heal. Blast are off until New Year's Eve day.
Blast now going to make Harrisburg chase.
And prevent them from going 6th attacker. Hoxie. Foul called on what?
Yeah, how's that a foul on Hoxie?
Oh, man.
That was ridiculous.
More pressure from the Blast. Lucio going to slip by Hoxie. Pokes it up ahead for Davis. Healy cuts in. Oh, good body control there from Pat Healy to make a great play and get possession back. That is nice. Tayu now for the Blast. Well, his brother's lighting it up out west. Frank Tayu is 3rd in the league in scoring, 2nd in goals. Blast again with possession, 4-13. Here's Levy. He's got some real estate. Yeah, he's got Donatelli. Back post! Now
Lucas,
that would have been a play.
Lucas sliding through, kind of put his hands up to Tony like, why did you hit it so hard?
4 minutes left. The Blast are just grinding their way to this one. If it holds, it'll be 24 in a row at home. 45 out of their last 47. Mello, here's a nice ball. Levy towards the goal. Crotty with another great
save. Just kind of got his body, just threw his body out and it hit him in his body and he knocked it down. That's amazing.
3:30 left. We'll keep it here. They're going to go 6th attacker now, trailing by 3. Give them credit. They have played well tonight.
Yeah, Harrisburg has battled. Yes, sir. Crotty has stood on his head on many occasions tonight.
They battled San Diego, lost 7-5 at home. They took the Blast late into the 3rd, 3-2 at home, and then lost that one 9-2. I mean, Tariq's made a difference, you know.
Brought some structure to their team.
Yes, that is for sure.
A couple players. And obviously disappointing for Harrisburg that Neto really hasn't been a factor for them this year. And, of course, Lucio.
They were missing Chris Williams tonight, their leading scorer. Chris Hall also had 3 goals in 4 games. He's missing tonight.
Now they must find some offense.
Well, they'll have the man advantage here.
And Chantel's going to put on the jersey. And he's played a lot of minutes tonight.
Blast allowed an extra attacker goal against San Diego. Pereira scored that one. And that's been it. No, I'm sorry. Chicago had a couple of them. Remember in that opener, it was 7-2 late.
It wasn't close, and then Chicago made it close.
Right. So Blast have allowed 3 extra attacker goals. Chantel will do the honors here. 6-on-5 for the final 3:30. Blast go with Donatelli, Healy, Kim, Wapu, and Roque. And there's pressure right away.
Immediately the Blast will pressure.
And take it away. For Bess on the floor. Well, that didn't turn out very well for the Heat. So basically, the Blast got the ball right off the restart. Right, so we'll count it from 3:30 at this point. Now coming up on 3 minutes. Blast have held it for about 30 seconds. And still, even though they just gave it up, it's still in the Heat end.
Now can the Heat make that one pass? There you go.
There we go. Now they're in plus category. 2:48 left.
So they set up offensively. They've run 45 seconds.
Correct.
Already. And they really haven't looked at the goal yet.
No, they're still in midfield. And the Blast are still pressuring. So now a minute's been run off the clock at 2:30. And they haven't not looked at the goal.
There we go.
Teixeira, the target man, they collapse on him. Donatelli, well placed. That'll rag time off. Two minutes now, so the Blast basically have killed a minute and a half here.
I guess my point with Chantel being their sixth attacker was he's just logged so many minutes tonight.
Right.
How much legs does he have to get back if something goes bad?
Blast still pressuring. Now they reverse. 1:45, so basically almost 2 minutes now. And they have not sniffed the goal. They haven't gotten inside the yellow line. Well, yes, they did to the target man, Teixeira. Blast take that one away, held in by Thompson.
Here's that. Chantel's just standing there right near the yellow line.
In the box.
So there's literally no goalkeeper. When you talk about this, you can call him the sixth attack. There's no goalkeeper right now for Harrisburg.
Foltz headed away by Forbes. Dantas.
Yikes. And then you might go get it and still score.
That is true.
There it is.
There it is.
Did I tell you or did I tell you?
You got it. Well, it's a three-dog night for Vinny Dantas. And he just continues to light up the Heat. That is 12 goals in 5 games for number 28 against Harrisburg. Time of the goal is what? 13:53. For Vinny now, that's 12 goals on the year in 7 games. So basically, he passed it to himself.
Well, I'm telling you, Marcos was not interested in going back to his own end. You can see that. So Vinny clears it. And then Vinny looks up and is like, oh, there's nobody down there, so I'm just going to go run down and get it. And Dantas, you'll see in a second into the screen. Yeah, Marcos probably would have been better off to run towards the goal and not towards Vinny. But
Levy gets on the scoreboard with an assist. That's his 4th of the year, 9 points in 7 games. Time of the goal, 13:53. So the Blast are going to go to 7-0. Blast are going to be 24 in a row at home.
Now look at all of them are all excited now. Look at Levy running down there.
Yeah, they smell goal. 38 seconds left. They're pressuring.
Now they got to get back.
The Heat are 0-5. Davis moved off by Roque. 25 seconds left. Williams says, I'm going to hold on to it for a bit. So William now 7-0. Has allowed 15 goals in 7 games. That is a goals against of 2.14.
Don't stop the clock. Just let running clock. There you go. That'll do
And there it is. Your final. Vanzella gets the win, and so do the Blast. 5-1 the final. Baltimore still unbeaten at 7-0. 45 of their last 47 at home.
Are they really? They're sending people back. They're really going to put 7 seconds back on the clock. They're really going to put 5 seconds back on the clock. Wow.
All right.
What? Healy kicks the ball down the floor.
That was too quick. Oh, my goodness.
Now they have to go all the way down the floor, get the ball again. This is like old-time vaudevillian comedy. Oh, wait. Now they're going to put, is it going to put 10 seconds on the clock?
Like,
Why don't we just play the whole fourth quarter over again?
How did that get figured out?
Oh, my.
All right, so we'll play another 10 seconds. The ball
Williams
was kicked all the way into the blast goal, and William was leaning up against the post as the ball was rolling towards the goal, and he just let it go in the back.
This is pure excitement right here. Oh, there's a handball.
And they called it. And they called it.
Oh, my. Oh,
4.7 left.
Maybe they'll just pull a blue card out here, too, in a sec. There you go. All right.
What an odd ending to this one. Are we sure it's over?
Evidently.
Blast 5 to Heat 1. Lucio exchanging congratulations with his former Blast teammates. As the Blast hold Lucio in check tonight and beat the Heat 5-1. Scott Crotty was really good in goal tonight for Harrisburg. The Blast took a little while for them to get involved in this one, but when they did in the third and fourth quarters, it was too much. And here is your player of the game.
Vinny Dantas, the Pepsi player of the game, with the first one off the restart. He had that big, look at this, one, boom, and I thought it hit the ground, but it didn't. He hit the ground once, and then he hit it off the volley there and buried it for the 3-1 lead. That really gave the Blast a breathing room. And then watch this. Kick it down the floor, clear it. Nobody's down there, so I think I'll run after and go get it and put it into the back of the net. There you go. From the tough angle, 3 goals, the hat trick for Vinny Dantas, and he is the Pepsi player of the game for your Baltimore Blast.
That's 12 goals in 5 career games against the Heat for Vinny, and 12 goals in 9 games overall this year, or I should say in 7 games this year for Dantas. Chesapeake Employers Insurance save of the game.
Well, William wasn't busy. I tell you what. Let's see. A couple come to my mind. Certainly that one at the end of the third quarter was big.
Here, this was Lucio now.
Yeah, this is a
great save again.
Lucio. And William able to come off the line and cut the angle down and make the save here.
Great save again by Venzella. Well meant by Lucio.
Remember that save, though, at the end of the half,
yeah.
Right? With the top of the box restart. That was a big save as well. William played well again tonight. Again, just 1 goal allowed. So he's playing. Williams playing outdoor. Everybody else is playing indoor. You know, that's the numbers he's putting up right now.
So he allows a goal and he gets another assist. William has 3 assists on the season. He's allowed 15 goals, 2.1 per game, and he's got 3 assists. There's Vinny again. That's the Pepsi player of the game. Dantas gets it. So the Blast now have some time off as Vinny scores again. They have 13 days off, and then these 2 teams will play again in Harrisburg at a 5 o'clock New Year's Eve day matinee. Here's Vinny. There's the kickoff, right? Vinny's going to kick
Lucio
it off.
now.
Great save again. And then
Here's
the next
Lucio
home
now.
game for the Blast
Great
is after
save.
the New Year. It'll be on Jan 2 against the Syracuse Silver Knights. 410-73 Blast for ticket information. So the Blast go to 7-0 on the year as they beat the Heat here tonight, as the Heat still winless at 0-5. Final thoughts as we depart for a while?
It's a good win. It wasn't pretty. I think it took a while for the Blast to get interested, but once Harrisburg showed they were hanging around, the Blast did a nice job of picking up the intensity in that second half and getting the job done. Obviously concerned about Onawa Abasi and what the severity of his injury is, but he's got 13 days to heal. We'll find out about that over the next few days. And just focus, keep going, and keep grinding out the wins for the Blast.
And this was a grinder, no doubt about it. Blast beat the Heat 5-1. Hey, some thank yous in order as we, this is our last broadcast of the calendar year. Chad, thank you. You do a great job. Your company and Vic up broadcasting the games, producing them. And although he's not here tonight, Andrew Primrose, Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to everybody. Paul, Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year,
I'll
Gary.
see you a lot before the new year is
Got
over.
it.
Just not on the air here. Happy New Year to all the Blast fans, all the indoor soccer fans out there. And thanks for sticking with us here on GoLiveSports.com. Once again, your final Blast 5, Heat 1 for Paul Mittermeier. I'm Gary Stein, thanking you so much. We'll see you from the arena on January 2nd when the Blast take on the Syracuse Silver Knights. Until then, be safe, be good, be happy. Happy holidays.